Who's back? Who's back? Who's back? Who's back? You might be like, why is he wearing this? Looks cool. Does it look cool? Crashing out? Am I crashing out? It would be entertaining if I would crash out. All right, so the YouTube video. Today, I'm back. Who would believe that I will be back on YouTube? I'm back. And today, I'm going to deliver to you random facts all over the board that help me to improve my life. And I do believe it will help you if you're a serious human being. It's hot in here. We're serious human being. Someone who doesn't have victim mindset. Someone who doesn't want to hide behind my ADHD. My ADHD does it. I cannot. My depression does it. I cannot. It's okay if you have ADHD or depression. I help you too. Check out my other videos. Maybe even you get some facts in this video. But let's start. Number one, having a difficult past, having a challenging past can be a cheat code. Let me explain. I was abandoned in my childhood. Let me actually turn the music down. I'm back. I was abandoned in my childhood. I was bullied for 7 years. The kind of bullying that 7 years, literally 7 years. Do you know, 7 fucking years. I could have tattoo tears tatted on my. I'm 7 years, and that was so bad. I don't want to talk about it. But what I can tell you, what it did for me, is to not give a fuck about anybody's opinion. Because if I get bullied anyway, if no one likes me anyway, which it wasn't that no one liked me, so to say, it was that it started with it. You can ask people about bullying. They're like, oh, what was the reason? People are always like, what was the reason? Why did they bully you? I can tell you, I was in one of the most disgusting criminal schools in my city with the most disgusting people who have no morals at all right? You gotta imagine the rats of the rats with no morals at all, but then they just needed someone because they didn't feel good enough to put down, and they found me. It was like a snowball effect. And since it started with a few, it became more and more and more, and very painful time. We're over it now. Guess what? I'm more successful than any of those people now. But it gave me the ability to do this, what I'm doing now on the internet without caring, and with me having a compass that goes to, oh, am I authentic with myself? Is what I'm talking about right now, exactly what I'm delivering right now, does it feel righteous? I'm having my compass really at my own heart compared to having it with other people. I have it at my own heart because I was abandoned, I was bullied so much, I was abandoned from my own family, I was bullied so much that I had to find my own compass, my own survival instinct, and bring myself through life, moving to another continent, the United States, by myself, no family. And the reason was mostly pain. Getting away, I hated like place. That's why I never talk about it. And when people were like, oh, when I tell them where I was born, they always want to be like, oh yes, I was on vacation in Germany, and they don't understand, bro, I don't want to talk about it. Like, place has no good memories for me. So me moving continents, right? Me being a US citizen now, loving this country, being here and creating videos on the internet, not being accepted by other people can actually be a good thing because it forces you to be like, oh no, I don't give a fuck about what people, because they already don't like me, so let me find out what I like instead of chasing them. And then through you being yourself and following your excitement, you can meet people like you. And this was happened to me when I shared in 2020 on social media about spirituality, intuitive eating, relationships, all kinds of things that I resonated with. Then you guys, my tribe, I found because I spoke from authenticity. I speak from authenticity, and I think that's the most powerful. Number two, self-development can be this amazing tool. Self-help can be this amazing path for you to become aware that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, and to be aware of your patterns and not act on your patterns. But at some point, when you practice enough, you gotta leave all of it behind and trust yourself. And you don't leave all of it behind. Along the way, when you continue, you're still like what you resonate with, what helps you, but it comes from your resonance. It doesn't come from trying to do something perfect. And trust me, I'm speaking from experience, because I was like, oh, I need to do everything that Abraham Hicks says. I need to do everything that Bashar says. I need to do everything in this book. And I was so ambitious, like from back in the day. I was always so ambitious. So my chiropractor back in the day, the first book he told me to get was The Power of Subconscious Mind by, what's his name? Joseph Murphy, right? And I literally still have memorized like the book, the things that it told us to memorize. And I literally had to be perfect and thought, okay, put everything in this book. I do everything from this book. It's the secret code. And then the next book was The Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks, and the book The Secret. And then it was this book, and then it was another thing. And every time I was like, oh, I have to do everything exactly like this. Until I eventually became my own author and realized this is never how it works. Like, no one can ever put everything in a book, first off. And you have to be your own book first. You have to resonate what works for you in your life. Because when you go through your path, I promise you that a lot of you guys can believe, hey, I don't know, that's not true. Jordan Peterson, it's exactly like that. The Bible, everything. No, your path is so unique. I promise you, there's a million paths that can work. And this might be like a paradox, what I just said, but your path is so unique that, first off, all kinds of different things can work that only work on your path, but also don't believe that there's only one purpose. There's many paths that you can choose along the way. And there will be paths you never get to choose, because we only have a certain amount to live. And yeah, maybe we get reborn and then you can choose some paths, but maybe we get at some point to choose all the paths we can ever choose, which are hard for me to believe. But again, I have a human mind, so who am I to know, right? But in this lifetime, you only have a certain amount of paths to choose. There's not one right path. People are always like, it's so dumb. You're so stupid if you think that there's one right path and that you have to get exactly the right path. That's never ever how it works. At any moment, we have the chance of a new beginning to choose a new path. And you just have to go with what you resonate with. And some points you feel lost, and some points you feel found, but there's many paths you can use, many paths. But the importance is that we choose the paths from our heart, from our resonance, what we resonate with, what we're excited about. The paths, you can use several paths, it's totally fine. But if you cut out your whole entire life based on a book, based on certain teachings, you're not being yourself. You are giving your power away and you chasing validation from an ideology, you chasing validation from a concept. I realize I keep looking up there, I have to look there, but I look up there because then I see myself. And for some reason when I make videos, it feels good to see myself, because then, I don't know, it feels more real. So I guess, fuck it, but I need to like, there, okay, try it. Number two, you have to start trusting yourself. And that can only happen when you not trust yourself and move forward while not trusting. That's the paradox. You have to be okay with the uncertainty and move forward while having the uncertainty move forward anyway, which then creates trust. Because you create that proof and you create that experience, right? When I came here by myself, I had no, like family, nothing. I had to learn everything. By me learning everything and doing everything, going to school and then work, etc., then make the videos, I created trust because I like, oh, I've done all those things, right? Number three, meditation is different than people think it is. There's many people who pretend like they're these meditation masters. I could be here like, I'm this meditation master. It's just a concept being a meditation master. Yes, you can be very practiced as a meditator. I'm very practiced as a meditator, I can tell you this. I've been meditating for 15 years, maybe 15, since I'm like young, right? I've been meditating. And over time, like any other practice, you get better at meditating, but it's not this perfect technique that you have to choose this perfect thing. It's also an exploration. Silent meditation is different than guided meditation. There's two kinds of meditation, silent meditation and guided meditation. Everything else is something in between, right? Yes, there's moving meditation, but which is also kind of silent meditation if you think about it. There's guided moving meditation, but everything is kind of silent meditation or guided meditation. Guided meditation is what most people use because they're lazy. Now, it's also very good, it's also necessary, but they don't like to do silent meditation because in silent meditation, all your patterns are coming up. Guided meditation is very helpful because it shifts your focus to something mostly passively, but it creates less resistance, which is very healthy for your body. It gets you out the way, which can create better things in your life. So it creates this path of least resistance, which is a good thing. For your body, it creates relaxation because you shift away from the resistance, the constant mind chatter. But you don't train yourself how to do it. You're being guided. You don't train yourself in the fitness of the emotional fitness and the mental fitness. Silent meditation is what most people need. People need both, but most people need far more silent meditation than they're doing, because most of them don't do any. Because when you silent meditate, you have to train yourself to not react to the patterns that come in, to the uncomfortable feelings that come up. And when you can do that, you can translate that into life. And if you can translate that into life, you become powerful. You become the chooser of your life instead of the chosen. Because if you can't translate that, you are chosen by your patterns. But if you can translate that, you are choosing, which means when patterns of jealousy come in, when patterns of not being ready yet coming in, not being good enough, when patterns of jealousy come in, you are still not checking the phone of your partner. You can have it, you build emotional fitness, and you concentrate on the values that you want to give in the relationship, which keeps the relationship healthy. If you're reactive to the jealousy, a lot of times you destroy the relationship. On the other hand, with, for example, a pattern of not being good enough, not being ready yet, if you listen to it, you're never going to do your passion projects, your company, etc. If you can have that feeling, if you can have those thoughts, you're not identifying with it, and you do the actions anyway, you are training your emotional fitness. You're training yourself that you're stronger than the pattern. That's why silent meditation is so important. All right? Next one, physical fitness. I shouldn't have to tell you how important it is, but many people are not incorporating that into your life. As a man especially, like me, I'm going to speak now from a man's perspective. Being masculine, being strong in your body, feeling good about yourself, but also the cardio aspect of being able to run longer miles, which I just recently actually started the cardio. I gained 40 pounds, a lot of muscle over the last 2 years. I got really big, really strong. But me doing the cardio now is giving me such great energy. And I'm telling you, it's like a meditation is also like training yourself that you're able to do something. But in addition, you have only like crazy that I have to mention. It's so fucking crazy that I have to say this. It makes me like weird that I have to say this. But I realize that so many people in the world don't truly understand it. You only have one body. Anything you do in life is based on your energy. Your energy is based on your physical fitness. I should have to stop the sentence right there, and all of you should be like, let me get a gym membership right now, right? Let me do this right now. And you just have to love your body more. You just have to, and you can get there. It just needs patience. Like, I know I'm gonna train all my life. And I know I'm gonna, the short-term thinking that brings people, I'm excited that it's a journey and that I built muscle over months and years. I'm excited that it's a journey. But people are like, oh, give me now, give me now. It's like the fucking put your, beat your ass and titties and think you did something. You didn't do anything. Besides, I can tell you have skinny fucking chicken legs and a big ass, right? You look dumb, and I know you didn't train, so I don't respect you for that. I might respect you as a human, but I don't respect this character trait of you putting an ass because you didn't want to do squats for 2 years or 3 years of your life, right? And then continue keeping it up. It's really to build a nice ass. It takes like 2-3 years, right? Going hard. And then you just sustain it. But you can even go harder and get a bigger ass. But then that's why I respect, as women, that's why I respect athletes and women who who have to fitness and it's a character trait. Because we know women who are like, oh, reactive, this and this, they're also going to be reactive in a relationship, more likely to cheat and not be loyal. And loyalty is like the biggest, loyalty. If you don't know how big loyalty is, I'm sorry, you must be living on the moon or somewhere. Hey, move on. So that was physical fitness, which consists also of healthy eating. To me, I didn't even mention it because it's so normal to me. Here, look, this, every morning I make this. Look how it looks. Some people think it looks disgusting, but that's how much health there is. There's grams of protein, 80 to 100 grams of protein. There's spinach, peaches, strawberries, blueberries. There's walnuts in here. There's ginger in here. There's turmeric in there. Bro, every day I go over there. I'm like, hey, okay, 365 days, 358 days, I make this. So that's of course that's a support, and see how much passion I bring in it. But that's only a support. I also eat a lot of whole foods and a lot of protein, and protein is so important. Like I can tell you, protein for changes. People eat not enough protein for changes. Good because it changes. It helps your muscles, helps your brain, especially when you make changes. Mental fitness, emotional fitness. Also, your brain really needs it. But all of it, right? Fats, good fats. So this is not a health channel. If you want to like find out about health, I'm actually pretty good at it, so I could make a whole video about it, but for now, let's just keep it at good protein. Don't be a vegan, don't be a fucking vegan. Like there's rarely a person in the world who would thrive on veganism. Don't be a fucking vegan. Don't eat fucking soy. Dairy, you can take it, hey, you can take it, right? But listen to your body, like I cannot eat dairy. I cannot even eat dairy protein, and I don't have dairy protein in there, it's beef protein. So I can eat dairy, and I have also problems with wheat, like gluten. But gluten I have less problem than dairy. So I don't eat dairy at all. And gluten I try to almost like lower nothing, right? But that's because I listen to my body, I explore. That's another thing of like, oh, you have to be perfect, right? No, I have to do this diet because this famous person says it. No, it might work for them, but you have to try what works for you, right? And I noticed like a high diet for me is amazing, especially because I'm going to the gym so much. Okay, what else? Sleep's, I should say this, but sleep is so important. See works for you. The blacking out, I put a shirt over my head, like a black shirt over my eyes, because to get the melatonin, get enough vitamin D, right, through the sun, or liquid vitamin D3 with K2, and some magnesium glycinate at night. Yeah, it gets natural wrong, not with like natural, right? It's not easy. I even watched like my shorts recently. I've been trying to only get like because I used to have, they were nice, like, but a little bit spandexy. They were like a hybrid, I think. And then I was like, no, wait, there's plastic in there. And it might not be true, but what does it cost me? Like, okay, I'm a good amount of money now with social media, but what does it really cost us to like replace our body, right? Yeah, being said, I just want to keep the video. Let me know if you like this, the thing. If you have ideas that you want to see from my videos about depression, ADHD, relationships, mindset, etc. Let me know, put it in the comments. Let me know if you like this kind of video. I was standing today. I liked it a bit. I'm gonna cut this video up now. But yeah, like it, subscribe, comment. I love you guys. Peace.